So this is usually me.
Here's the thing. I'm never wrong. Look at that. I was right. Note the lack of surprise.
But the fact of the matter is that I sometimes am wrong, and I'm man enough to admit when that does happen, even though it doesn't happen very often. And what I'm talking about is a few weeks ago, I covered a Dragon Ball fan animation called Super Saiyajin Infinito fan animation by Len. Now this fan animation, you guys may remember, has Super Saiyan 100 versus a villain that we don't know who he is. He's got purple hair. Even in that video, I explained that I did not know who this guy was. And I mixed that video with another fan animation by Len that has Super Saiyan 10. And I put them both together because they're both his fan animations. And I kind of left it at that. But even in that video, I said Super Saiyajin Infinito is probably the Spanish way of saying Super Saiyan 100, and the entire concept seems to be Spanish based. A lot of Hispanic Dragon Ball fan animations, fan mangas use either Super Saiyan 10 or Super Saiyan 100 in their stories. But after weeks of making that video, something just didn't sit right with me. Something wasn't adding up, and that was this guy. I didn't know who this guy was, and I found it hard to believe that this guy was just a random dude. Like, he was just a random NPC for Super Saiyan 100 to defeat, because he was so unique looking. He had what looked like to be a grudge against Super Saiyan 100, and he looked like he was intricately designed to be a main character of some kind or a main villain of some kind. Fast forward to a few days ago, and after looking a little deeper into this, I finally came to the realization that I had gotten what these transformations were wrong, essentially, in that original video. I know. Yeah, that's on me. Because even the title tells you it's Super Saiyan Infinito, and I thought that that meant Super Saiyan 100 because here in the West, in English-speaking Dragon Ball, we think of this animation, this transformation, as Super Saiyan 100. But in Latin Dragon Ball, this is actually a completely different transformation. It's Super Saiyan Infinito, and the transformation looks like identical to Super Saiyan 100, but it isn't the same power, essentially. So Super Saiyan 100, for all of us who grew up in the 2000s as teenagers or young adults, we know this to be a fan transformation where after Dragon Ball GT and we got to Super Saiyan 4, people just made their own transformations up after that, leading all the way up to Super Saiyan 10, which is probably the most famous one. And Super Saiyan 100 was the one with all the hair. That one was probably the one that was seared into the minds of us growing up, and we really didn't recall or remember it or know what it was called until people started talking about it again. And that's what it is. It's Super Saiyan 100, the power level of 100 Super Saiyans, essentially, or 100 times that original power level. Well, Super Saiyan Infinito is a completely different story. Super Saiyan Infinito is the strongest Saiyan transformation. It's stronger than all the God forms. It's stronger than all the Broly forms. It's stronger than all the Super Saiyan forms. It is the top tier. The user has unlimited power in this transformation. Nothing can top this. And on top of that, this isn't even Goku. It's a completely new character that doesn't get a name. He has no name that we know of right now, although more information could come out later as to what his name actually is. But right now we don't have a name for him, but we do know who his opponent is, and the only reason I know who Super Saiyan Infinito is because I found out who this guy is. This is Super Saiyan 20,000. So Super Saiyan 20,000 has a life grudge against Super Saiyan Infinito, or the user Super Saiyan Infinito. Now, there isn't a fan manga, there isn't a fan animation, there isn't even a wiki page that I could find to tell me all this information. Actually, I found this Spanish YouTube video that tells us the lore of a fan manga. I'm assuming that the user created for Super Saiyan Infinito and Super Saiyan 20,000. So this is his story essentially of what the problem actually is between these two, and essentially it all sums up to Super Saiyan Infinito actually killed someone that Super Saiyan 20,000 actually loves. Now it is unclear whether this is a loved one that is in a romantic sense, an adopted sister or an adopted mother, but this Super Saiyan transformation with all the hair killed somebody that's close to what looked like to be the villain character, and so this Super Saiyan 20,000 has a grudge against Infinito and wants to kill him because of what Super Saiyan Infinito did, because of revenge. So these two characters, they look like they fit certain molds, but this is a classic case of don't judge a book by its cover, because 20,000 is actually the good guy, Infinito is the bad guy. Now we don't know why he killed the loved one, that's the only thing. He could be doing it out of some duty that the loved one was a villain of some kind or something like that, but what we do know is that the loved one, similar to Dragon Ball AF and Psycore, the loved one is a Kai, and so that's about as much information as we have. But there is a ton of Dragon Ball Super Saiyan 20,000 art that really led me to this rabbit hole into figuring out who this guy is. It's all Latin art. There are a lot of YouTube videos on this guy, and there are also mods for certain games for him as well, where you can play either Infinito or 20,000 facing off against each other. I'm assuming 20,000 was the strongest one at that point. It looks like as soon as he took the mantle of revenge, he transformed into 20,000, and then Infinito transformed into Infinito once 20,000 challenged him. Now, can 20,000 win against Infinito? Not exactly sure, but as you guys remember, at the end of that Dragon Ball fan animation, he was sure going to try, and he attacked Infinito without really caring whether he lived or died. So that is the story that we have up to this point. I apologize that I got that wrong for anyone who is a Latin Dragon Ball YouTuber or Latin audience member. I apologize, guys. It said it right there, Super Saiyan Infinito. I guess I didn't think about that. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of all this information. I know this is all fan-made stuff, but it is really interesting to me. And the fact that I got this wrong in such a colossal way, with also having found a bunch of lore on this guy, on both of them, is really interesting. I definitely had a lot of fun doing it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought, and if you made it to this point of the video, you are now part of the hashtag #EndOfVideo squad. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Make sure to drop that comment with that hashtag for a chance to be featured in my next video. Today I'm going to be responding to Roosevelt Phillips. Yo, it's kind of funny. I was digging it. Not bad at all. Thank you so much for watching that video, that series of videos. I'm going to put a pin on Dragon Ball Silver for right now because there's a lot of other news coming out with other Dragon Ball fan animations and other fan mangas that I would love to jump on. Plus, on top of that, I've been having some issues with YouTube as well, with the algorithm, everything that's going on. So I'm going to give it a breather and then come back to it once everything is set straight. Thank you so much for your comment. Roosevelt, this is going to be Blackscape. Signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content.